going to lay this in nice dark color so that you can lay light overneath, 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 overneath. What's up everyone, and welcome back to rossross. I'm Ross, and this is the channel where I let Bob Ross teach me how to paint. Today I'm going to be doing season 31, episode 4, Tranquility Cove, because I just thought a nice calm picture would be a fun one to paint. First thing Bob does, get into his yellow ochre. I'm using this awesome mega brush that I got. Gets a little bit of that. We're going to start laying some color in the sky. Says with the liquid white there, you can just blend it to whatever degree of light or dark you want. I think that's a nice light sky. Now Bob's gonna mix some alizarin crimson and phthalo blue, and we're gonna make a purple. And he actually mixes a few different swatches of purple. So first he takes a lot of red, tiny bit of blue, it still might have been a little too much blue. I think I'm just gonna stick with this color and see how I can mix it. Maybe I should clean my brush first too. We're gonna take this purple color, lay in some sort of far away background trees, just really lightly, not too much detail. So I cleaned my brush because I feel like these are a little too dark to be far away background trees, so I'm just going to try and get some of that color on my clean brush and blend it a little more. Bob said we could even kind of just swoop this a little bit to blend it, just make it look a little airy and far away. Bob's going to keep making layers with this continually getting darker. I'm going to add a little bit more of the crimson in here. I'm going to take a clean, dry brush and just kind of soften this at the bottom here. Bob's going to take a little bit of cad yellow and mix that with some blue just to get a green color. That's not really too green. That's a little more green. Bob's going to take that and push a little bit of that color just to sort of, still a little dark. Push a little of that color in to start bringing some grassy areas in the front here. And before we move on, I'm also going to get a little bit of paint thinner on my brush into our purple color. And we're just going to put a couple of little background, really light looking limbs and stuff for these trees. I'm watching the next part of this video and this is entirely too much and not blended enough, so I'm going to try and fix that somehow. I guess that'll be okay. Bob starts to get a little bit more of this purple. He's going to lay this in nice dark color so that you can lay light underneath. And with our purples, I'm also gonna put in a big old tree that lives here. Next, Bob's gonna get a little bit of his cad yellow and some yellow ochre on the brush. And we'll lightly shade this guy. I'm gonna get some of our yellows on the brush. Maybe a little bit of the sap green. I'm gonna lay in this little hilly area in the background here. I think it's time for me to mix up some more purple. Just use the rest of that red I got there. Bob's gonna take this color. I'm gonna use a different brush just to kind of change it up a little bit. He says, "Oh, something's gonna live over here. Just go for it." He puts just a huge tree going all the way. Forgot that he added a little bit of burnt sienna in there, so maybe I'll try to do some of that. Bob starts filling in this land area at the bottom here a little bit more. Bob says he thinks this would be a nice place for some water, so he just pulls this on down. And to give it a nice shimmer, he just swoops across it really lightly. I'm gonna put a tree on the other side as well. So I'll get a little bit more of my purpley brown color. Bob's gonna get back into his yellows. We're gonna lay in the greens on this little hill. We're also going to shade in our tree. Bob's also going to hit the other side with that. Before I move on, I was thinking I wasn't super happy with how light this side looks, so I'm just gonna brighten that up a little bit, I think. I don't know. Bob's gonna mix a little bit of his burnt sienna with some white. He said don't mix it all the way so that it's a little bit marbled. He's gonna lay in some land here. We're gonna get some of our yellows. Just make this look a little bit more pretty. Sure making a mess of this palette. Mixed a little liquid white with titanium white, and we're just gonna kind of lay in the water line here. Next I'm going to take my fan brush into some yellows. Maybe I'll add a little green in there too at some point. And I'm going to decide where I want my little bushes over here to be. And you knew we'd get to it eventually. It's our bravery test. So I'm gonna take my marble brown here, and we're gonna lay in some big old trees. It's coming out a lot bigger and lighter than I had hoped, so I'm gonna add a little bit of Van Dyke brown into here and see if I can fix this up. You know that guy's got to get a friend. I'm having so much trouble with this palette knife today. And take a little paint thinner into these browns. And we're gonna get some little limbs on there, actually. This needs a little more extra shading. Alright, there was way too much paint on there and I had to scrape it off. I hate this. Anyway, we're gonna get some little limbs coming off of here. I'm gonna lay in just a little bit of dark color to put some leaves on. And hopefully for the last time, I'm gonna get some yellows on my brush. And we're just gonna highlight these a little bit. Alright, I fixed my tree, but I certainly feel like there's not really enough leaves here for how big these tree trunks are, so I'm gonna give it a little more. And I'm going to just kind of blend this at the bottom as well. I think all that's left is to sign my name. Here we have another finished painting. I think it came out really cool, even though I had a ton of problems, especially with my palette knife and getting this tree to come out quite right. It was just so like gray and weird, but I think in the end I was able to fix it, which I think is what I'm happiest about with my progress recently, is that when I'm making mistakes I can fix them. So Thanks for another great lesson, Bob. If you guys have any kind of suggestions on how I could do any of my techniques a little bit better, please let me know down in the comments. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.